All right, good morning, everybody. Come on in. There's plenty of seats, so don't feel like you have to stand at the back or anything like that. First of all, we want to thank you all for joining us today. It's a very big day in the history of Macon hockey. We're very proud to be here and welcome you all in to enjoy us, whether you're here in person or on Facebook Live. First of all, the city of Macon's been our home for the past 9 years. They've embraced us. They've welcomed us with open arms. The Mayor Miller and the city of Macon, they've done a great job, revitalizing the city and really opening up the landscape for professional sports here in Macon. So without further ado, please welcome Mayor Miller.
Well, good morning, everyone. It's a great day to be in Macon County. It's certainly a great day to have all of you here today. I can tell you we haven't started playing hockey today yet because these walls right here will be filled. Usually you want to get to the front of the ice, right, so you can bang on the glass there and get an up-front view about what's going on and all the exciting times. And I think today is going to be a start of something even better for Macon County. As you know, that we've been a lot of effort here in supporting groups like the Mayhem and other folks as we get into our sports tourism. Macon is the hub for everything. We're the center of everything, including the state of Georgia and certainly middle Georgia. And a lot of folks come here for great activities and entertainment. And one of those things is doing like I do, love coming to the Macon Mayhem game, being able to participate, whether it's just me and my wife or my family, or just friends wanting to have a good time for a reasonable price. So we're excited about the upcoming announcement that they have, the team they're putting together, and all the wonderful things. A lot of us can relate back to some wonderful times that we had as children participating in any type of sports. Whether it's baseball, softball, now it'll be pickleball, so your grandchildren will be talking about growing up playing pickleball. Whether it's taking a great Macon game down at Carroll Creighton Park. Those are memories that we keep with us forever, that last a lifetime. And I know that if you haven't been to many Macon Mayhem games, you need to go. You need to buy season tickets to that because it's going to be a hot ticket. Something that we all can get hooked on, right? So those of you that know hockey would have got that joke, for most of you don't. So you're going to learn. This is a great atmosphere for families and friends and to enjoy everything. I'm looking forward to a great partnership to continue. As a matter of fact, in 2025, we'll begin some talks about our squash. And you'll have some conversations about that, on how we can be a better partner and how we can upgrade facilities just like this one here, or sometimes have new facilities to accommodate the growth that we have. We've been very fortunate in the last couple of years in Macon County to be able to grow. Our numbers are going up, our daytime and our nighttime attendances are rising, and we're going to continue to do that, to look for great ways. It takes a lot of people working together, including my good friend Gary Wheat that visit Macon, to make sure that people have something to do when they come into Macon. That they have a good hotel that they can stay in. They can spend money here at a great restaurant like the ones we have downtown and elsewhere. So this is just another part of who we are. Getting back to our sports and our musical heritage is something that we look forward to doing. And certainly right here where we're at, this venue here is a great place to do that. So on behalf of the 160,000 people that I represent just in Macon and the several 100,000 that travel throughout our city each and every day, the 9 commissioners that I have to work with, I just want you to know that we're a great supporter of Macon Mayhem, of all they do. We're going to continue to be a partner, and we ask you to support them in all that they do and lend your support to them. So again, it's a great day to be in Macon County, and we look forward to an exciting announcement. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Miller. I guess I should have introduced myself at the beginning. I'm Zachary Smith, kind of forgot that part, but I don't know. I don't really have a job title here. Many people consider me the voice of the Macon Mayhem. You can catch me on the broadcast later tonight if you don't want to tune in here at the game. But even if you're at the game, come watch the goals with me at least. But it's no lie. Things have, we've had our moments this year. Things haven't always been great for the Macon Mayhem this season. I know there's a lot of areas we can improve, a lot of speculation about what this news is going to be. But, this year has been a great step in the right direction, I believe, having worked in the front office for many years, seeing that the work that they put in. I mean, you look at it, we've had a youth hockey program blossom here in Macon. We've seen a reinvigorated game day experience. We've seen season ticket and sponsorship numbers that we haven't seen since pre-pandemic. that's thanks to our wonderful staff over here of Anna Marie Summers, Madison Mercer, and Caleb Cameron. You know, we don't have fourth lines here in the SPHL, but if we did, they'd definitely be our fourth line grinders for sure. I want to personally thank Dr. John Sapp, John Reagan, and Scott Gooch for everything, not only that they've done for professional hockey here in Macon, but for me as well. Things weren't looking great for any minor league sports at the pandemic, but, you know, I think I know better than most with that statement, but they came in and they saved professional hockey here in Macon, saved my job, so I'll be eternally grateful for that and the guidance that they've offered me in my life. But, you know, when we return this fall to play professional hockey, it'll be our 10th season here in Macon. Very excited about that, and not to cast shade at any of the other organizations that were here before us, but that'll mean we've been here longer than the Macon Whoopies, the Macon Whoopie, and the Tracks combined. So we're very proud of that fact, but if you can't tell, I kind of consider myself like the de facto historian for the team. But today's not about our history, it's about our future. And so with more details about that, please welcome your general manager of your Macon Mayhem, Ms. Anna Marie Summers.
Thank you, Zach. All right, good morning. He introduced me, but I am Anna Marie Summers, the general manager here. Before I touch on what we have to talk about today, I do want to thank a couple people that came this morning. The big thank yous I do want to say are to Dr. John Sapp, John Reagan, Scott Gooch, and Bob Kirshner for their contributions in keeping hockey here. Bob Kirshner brought hockey here back in 2015, and it's been here ever since. They started their first season in 2016, and then these guys bought in 2020, and then Scott joined this past summer. So thank y'all for everything y'all have done to keep it here. So now for the moment that we've all been waiting for. This is very exciting. The Macon Mayhem as an organization was in need for a new direction, resources and experiences to continue its growth. I truly believe these men will be the ones to do it, so I am excited to introduce the new owner of the Macon Mayhem, newly formed Macon Pro Hockey Group, Chuck Norris. So Chuck Norris. U.S. Army veteran who's worked 20 plus years in the career of commercial and residential land development and also construction. He is also the owner of SPHL's Fayetteville, Marksman of Fayetteville, North Carolina. He has owned and operated the team ever since it was purchased in 2017. So we welcome Chuck to Macon.
Thank you.
And then also, I would like to introduce you all to Alex Wall, the new team president. Fayetteville 3 years ago, and the two of them together are definitely credited for the team success that they have there. He has a vast history of running successful ticketing, sponsorship, and marketing teams in his decade of experience in professional hockey. So, welcome to the stage, Chuck Norris and Alex Wall.
Thank you so much, Anna Marie. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Mayor Miller, for being here. I'd like to thank Oakview Group also for having us here. Definitely want to thank Dr. Sapp, Scott Gooch, John Reagan, and even Bob Kirshner for bringing hockey here and keeping it here for a long time. Mostly in the last few years, I know Dr. Sapp and John Reagan and Scott Gooch have held it together here and really done an admirable job. Despite a lot of pitfalls and other things that kind of fell in their way, but I thought they'd done a really good job, and I'm actually really excited to come in and take over the team and try to carry it to a new level. I think we're kind of uniquely qualified to do that just from our experience in Fayetteville. When we bought the Fayetteville franchise, myself and my wife Lene, it was struggling for many years, and so we got there as kind of a labor of love. We worked really, really hard, and I think it really is something I'm very proud of today. So with that, I want to thank my wife Lene. I mean, she's been great. She's gone through a lot with me and followed me around with my ambitions. And all of my dreams about doing these things, and my kids, obviously they're all here, Chucky, Lily, and Chloe. Thank you guys for being here as well. It's a big day, and so I'm excited to have you guys. I think we have like Q&A here, but why did we want to do this? I think the reason I wanted to do it is because I think the franchise in Macon is super important to the SPHL. So for us, when we kind of see it struggling a little bit, it causes stress on the whole league. So I think Macon being important, I really wanted to try to do whatever I could to step up and try to shepherd the organization moving forward. So here we are, right? So I look forward to doing it. I'm willing to do whatever it takes. Monetarily, we're set up for it. Work ethic, second to none. Alex and I are workers, and along with our director of hockey ops, Ryan Crothers, like, we just work. That's what we do. We work and work and work, and we'll be successful no matter what, because we're never going to get outworked. So with that being said, I'll turn it over to Alex for a little bit. You can give a few words, buddy.
Thanks, Chuck. Definitely just want to take a minute to thank everybody for thanking Chuck and Lene. They gave me an opportunity 4 years ago in Fayetteville, and it's been a blessing, and I'm excited to embark on this journey here in Macon as well. I'd like to take a second to thank the staff. Obviously, the staff that Zach mentioned, Anna Marie, Caleb, Madison, absolutely commendable job over the last couple of years, and this year, I think grinders was a great way to put it, just doing whatever it takes to be successful, and excited to work with them moving forward. We also have a couple of our staff members from Fayetteville here today as well that are helping out, so thank you to you guys. The Macon Centerplex staff has been great to work with, led by David Aiello in the back over there. So thank you guys for making this happen. Thank you for setting up today. Excited for that partnership moving forward. And most importantly, be remiss not to thank my wife and kids, Suzanne, who's back at home with my two little guys, Jacob and Matthew. Similar sentiment to Chuck. Thank you for letting me do what I do, and it's a really exciting day for all of us. With that being said, I share the excitement that Chuck does. He mentioned the why. Absolutely, the market here. Initially, it was more of wanting to help a market that was struggling and want to keep it be a successful member of the SPHL. And what it's turned into over the last couple of months of this due diligence process is just understanding how important it is, how important hockey is to Macon, and what a passionate fan base there is pre-existing here in Macon. And so I think for us, having the right people in place, putting resources behind it, I think we have the ability to do something special here in Macon. And as Chuck mentioned, we won't stop until we make it happen. So how close are we? Why Macon? The team has done a remarkable job. The staff has done a remarkable job of holding everything together. They've been the glue of this whole thing. I think what you'll see moving forward, we've got to get fully staffed. We have a couple members of our front office we need to add to, most notably in the ticket department. We got to get schools more involved. I think this starts grassroots from a youth level. We mentioned the success of the Macon Gators program, but it's really about getting schools and getting kids and their families involved at a young age, and that's how you build the hockey community. So it's important and vital to get kids here with their families. It's important to get them on the ice for the first time and get them skating. And then on top of that, we're going to bring a winning product here to Macon, something that people can be proud of on the ice, and absolutely off the ice as well. So the hockey absolutely is a crucial part of this whole situation, but also the game day experience. So when you come to our games, win or loss, our goal is to make sure that you guys have fun, that there's something for everybody here to do, and then you come back and join us again. So with that being said, I'm calling Anna Marie back up on stage, but thank you guys for being here. We're excited to be here.
All right, at this time, we would like to open up the floor to questions. So if anybody has one, I will pass the microphone to Caleb so that you can walk by and give me the microphone. We can pick up your question on the live feed so everybody can stay engaged.
Let's be nice, people.
Most Maconites are nice. Most. My concern is I'm sure as everybody in the room, you're out of town and you own another team. And we don't want to lose our team, down the road. We don't want to wake up one day and say, well, I'm going to shut Macon down because we already got Fayetteville.
Yes.
So that's just one of the major questions that are on my mind.
Sure.
I'm sure some of them, I'm going to ask you, but that's my biggest concern. Is I've been involved in hockey ever since it's been played in Macon, and I don't want to see it lose. We lost it for a while, and we all like definitely getting back and find
Yes, sir.
back. And I think it's been doing very well. They've got some great players. I've seen some hockey, good hockey you ever want to see play here this year.
Absolutely.
And that's our biggest concern.
Sure.
Down the road.
Well,
Longevity.
absolutely, sir. I think that's a great question, and I appreciate the question. And to answer it, I think that goes back to the conversation that I've had with David Aiello at OVG as well as Mayor Miller. We have no intentions of coming in here on a short term. This is a commitment from me, my family, from Alex and his family, Ryan Crothers and his family. Like, we're in this for the duration. We're not going anywhere. We're going to see this through, and we want to be successful. So I think it's like, I hate to compare it to like when you have kids, but when you have your first one, you think you could never love anybody more than that first kid, but then you have another one and now you love him too. So with that, I'm absolutely committed monetarily, physically, with the travel. It doesn't matter. Like, I have an apartment in Fayetteville as well. I actually live in Charlotte, and I'm in Fayetteville several days a week, and I'll be in Macon several days a week as well until we get this thing up and running. And the way that we wanted to meet our vision, we are absolutely committed, and we'll be here on the ground. So I hope that answers your question. But I mean, to summarize, I am absolutely committed to making this successful. And to add a little bit to that, I'll give you the Cliff Note version, but my family, I have a lot of family from this area of Middle Georgia. So I have a lot of family in Hawkinsville, Georgia, and down in Perry, Georgia, which is very close to here. So I'm committed to it for my family as well, so hopefully I'll get to reconnect with them a little bit more and spend a little time around them, and try to, sell them some season tickets as well, right? But, and some merchandise. But yeah, I'm excited about it, and I'm absolutely committed. So I hope you can take my word for it, that I'm a man of my word, and I'm absolutely committed to Macon. Alex, you want to add anything?
No, I almost used the exact kid analogy. If I would answer the question, I think the only challenge for the two of us will be when the two teams play each other on the ice, trying to figure out how to handle that scenario. But no, outside of that, we'll absolutely be making quite a bit, myself, obviously. And on the heels of that, we have a very committed staff. We have a very good staff already in place here that I think are very capable, and like I said, we'll add to that as well. So we don't plan on going anywhere.
First, thank you guys for what you're doing. As you can probably have seen since y'all been here for a couple of weeks, you see that it is a passionate family. So my question is, y'all have the experience. You've seen the success of Fayetteville. So what are some of y'all's first goals that y'all might have to bring to the Macon market that you're willing to implement, possibly starting with, through and the team? Just kind of some first idea thoughts.
Yeah, absolutely. And as I mentioned before, the first goal is going to be getting the full staff on the ground here. I think these three have carried the load for a long time, and they're wearing probably, I would say minor league sports, you're typically wearing 4 to 5 hats. These guys are probably wearing 15 each. And so we've got to take the load off some of them and to allow them to do a better job with their day-to-day. But like I mentioned earlier, getting ticket staff on the ground here I think is vitally important. We've got to invest into some marketing locally here as well. Obviously, with the media coverage that showed up today, we've got to get in conversations with them, and we've got to let people know that we're here. So I think our season ticket members, corporate partners have been great ambassadors for us, but it can't start and stop with them. So we've got to bring it on ourselves to help get the word out. And then through ticket sales, as I mentioned, bringing in different groups and different companies to come experience our product and have holiday parties and company nights out. Schools to perform at every game. We want this to be a community platform that we can host different groups from all around the area. And then working on partnerships local in the community with community partners and businesses that believe in what we're doing and have a similar goal. And through them, we can help share the message so they can bring out their staff. So we love the passionate fan base here. They show up for their team. We've got to get more of them, and that's on us to start. So there's obviously a lot of work to be done. We've got laundry list of those things that we want to get going soon. But those key things probably are first on the docket for us.
Yeah, and the only thing I would add is just adding process and procedure to what we do here. I think to what Alex said, Anna Marie and Caleb and Madison are working probably 3 or 4 jobs at a minimum, and just trying to build a staff and put in more process and procedure and how we do things. So I don't know if anybody's kind of noticed. I mean, there are some subtle changes that we've made organizationally over the last couple of weeks, and we'll continue to make them. I mean, I don't want to flip over the proverbial apple cart, so to speak, but we're definitely going to make changes, and we're going to make big changes. It's just going to take time. So I hope you guys can bear with us, but I assure you by the time we take the ice again in the fall, there'll be a dramatic difference. Is that it?
All right, anybody else?
Say that one more time? Yeah. Well, thank you guys. I appreciate that. Actually, just again, thank you all for being here. It's a really big day for us and for our group, for my family, Alex and his family, our staff from Fayetteville, our staff here in Macon. It's a really exciting day. So we're excited to get to work, and we'll be here all day and all night and all weekend, and here to talk to people. If anybody's got any questions, don't hesitate to ask me. I'll be walking around and entertaining all day. So thank you guys again. Good? Can I keep this?
All right, thank you everybody that came this morning. If you were a media person that reached out to me about getting a one-on-one with Chuck and Alex, just stick around over here to the side, and I'll be happy to get y'all introduced. And other than that, we're going to take a group picture up here on the stage, and then I hope everybody will come back tonight. We do play tonight at 7 o'clock. We play the Pensacola Ice Flyers for our Wilderness Night and Scout Night, so a bunch of Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts here in the audience. And tomorrow night's our Margaritaville, so if you're coming, definitely dress as Jimmy Buffett, because the team is doing their fair share too. And then specialty jerseys will auction off afterwards. So see everybody this weekend. Yeah, and there's food and drinks in the back, so help yourself.
What time are we doing that up here? The photo up here? Where at?